EA Sports.
Texans 7, Jaguars nothing.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. Now that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So from the 2, now they move back to the 7-yard line. First and goal. Now Lawrence. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in his first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And we are tied here in the second quarter.
Josh Lambeau, the kickoff for Jacksonville.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is caught by the tight end, Green. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And on 4th and short, they snag a gain of over 30. On 1st down, it's Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. David Johnson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Action. It's Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10. A give to Etienne running right. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Complete to Jones. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Lawrence to Jones, 1st down, Jacksonville. Now Lawrence on 1st down. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Ross Blacklock forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Second and 20. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lawrence. Jones has it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Lawrence to Chark, 1st down, Jacksonville. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Antoine Woods.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. Looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football. Right? You can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Out of the gun, Watson. And the reception made by Green. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his fifth catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's got this down to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Lindsey. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He rifles one that's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
After the interception, here's Watson. Flush to his right. Complete. It's Johnson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Watson to give. This is Johnson. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the gun on third, Watson steps away to his left. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting through.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Now Lawrence to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Reed. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early?
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Now Watson. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish.
Touchdown, Texans! Phillip Lindsay, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Texans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Lawrence going to get this to Etienne. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence, he's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Desmond King picks it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Folks, remember this. His first NFL game, a rookie getting playing time here in week 1, and he comes through with a giant play there, an interception return for, obviously, his first NFL touchdown.
Do you think he dreamed that last night at all? No chance. Not one whatsoever, but he got it done.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Tavon Austin now from the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Here's Watson. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 34 yards to gain that time. Another first down. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw, Watson. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's second and inches at the 18-yard line.
To throw is Watson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. The Texans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Again, it's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, first and 15. Now Lawrence. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 46. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. A shotgun snap for Watson. He gets it to Cooks. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. On 1st and 10, Watson. Cooks on a quick slant. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Tackled by the corner, C.J. Henderson.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Down to the 25. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards that time, and a first down on the keeper.
Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game